Hola, konnichiwa, ¿cómo estás? Tudo bem, hello, aloha, what it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're interested in the content. And if you're not, you can still help a brother out. So please feel free to still do those things. Comment, because I love to talk to people in the comment section. We can have as many different debates and conversations as you want. So breaking news, Michael Jordan. Yes, the Michael Jordan, that one, is going to join NBC as a special contributor. And wow, this is big time. I haven't seen Michael Jordan do anything, speaking wise, since since the passing of the great Kobe Bean Bryant, since the Mamba. That's the last time that I've personally seen any speaking events from Michael Jordan. Maybe you've seen something. I have not seen anything. And so this just came across the screen here as I was, going through my daily day. And I actually pulled up an article that discusses this in more detail because, as you know, the NBC Sports is coming back, I believe, in this fall. I think as early as this fall. Don't quote me on that because I didn't get a chance to look that up thoroughly. I know it's coming back, but I believe it's this fall. Either way, Michael Jordan will be joining. If we go on to take a look at this NBC News article, it says here that six-time NBA champion Michael Jordan will join NBC Sports coverage as a special contributor this fall. It was announced Monday. I'm so excited to see the NBA back on NBC, Jordan said in a statement. The NBA on NBC was a meaningful part of my career, and I'm excited about being a special contributor to the project. I'm looking forward to seeing you all when the NBA on NBC launches this October. Yes, so it is this fall. I was correct about that. And this is actually amazing work here because it's been a long time since you consistently got anything from Michael Jordan. Since his playing career, he really stays out of the limelight. He's not on social media. He's not involved in a lot of those things. And when he talks and gives interviews, you can tell that this is a man that truly, truly, truly enjoys his privacy. And also, it says here at the bottom of the article, last year, NBC Universal and the NBA announced an 11-year deal. 11 years. So we lost the NBA for a while in NBC. Looks like they signed an 11-year deal with regular season and playoff games beginning in the 25-26 season. So that's this next season coming up here. Peacock will live stream exclusive national Monday night games. So it looks like the schedule may even change a little bit as far as the games that'll be nationally on TV. Normally on TNT, we were getting Tuesdays and Thursdays. ESPN was giving us Wednesdays and Fridays, I believe. And sometimes you would get an NBC game on Saturday. So, or as an ABC. I think it's an ABC game on Saturday. So this is interesting. This is breaking news because, like I said, we really don't hear a lot from Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is obviously one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Some people consider him the GOAT. He's definitely up there at the top of everybody's list. He's a six-time NBA champion. He also has a whole bunch of different accolades. But what I'm most interested to see with this is it's crazy how some of the best players of all time are now in broadcasting positions. Tom Brady is actually doing some broadcasting. I believe Tom Brady is doing it for Fox. Don't quote me on that again because I didn't get a chance to look that up before I did this video. I just wanted to get this out. So you have Tom Brady, who's considered by some to be the GOAT of football, at least at the quarterback position. And then you have Michael Jordan, who's going to be doing the basketball side. What are my expectations for this? I actually think I am going to look forward to this because I'd love to hear what Michael Jordan has to say about today's game. Now, what's going to be interesting is I'm interested to see how honest Michael Jordan will be. One of the things that a lot of us love about Charles Barkley, for example, is Charles Barkley's honesty. Shaq, I think, is a very honest person too. Some people like Shaq, some people don't. I like Shaq personally. I'm a Laker fan, so I'm always going to have love in my heart for Shaquille O'Neal. But Charles Barkley is very honest. He's to the point. He tells you like it is. He's not sugarcoating anything. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong, but he says it with his chest, and he lets it be that. Will Michael Jordan be that type of honest? We know that in Michael Jordan's private life, seemingly he is very honest and straight up, and he tells people like it is. Even in his interviews, he gives you a side of the game and of what drove him and his mentality. You saw the documentary, and I absolutely loved it. I'm not the biggest Jordan fan, but from what we saw in the documentary, I felt that a lot of the stuff he was saying was his actual perspective. Some people may beg to differ. Scottie Pippen may have a difference of opinion, but I truly believe that's who Michael Jordan was. I didn't see a lot of things that he was saying that I felt like, that doesn't seem like it fits his personality. I mean, you have to know people's character. You have to be able to read people. You have to be the judge ultimately. But I thought that was his character. I thought that is who he is. And so it's interesting to see, will he be able to bring that to NBC, where we still get the real Michael Jordan? If he sees somebody not competing the way that he feels like they should, if he sees people doing certain moves that he's like, that's a lot of dribbling for me, I wouldn't do that. Is he going to call it out like he actually sees it? Because that's personally what I want. You know, Kobe Bryant was my favorite basketball player of all time. He's no longer with us. And if that's the case, I felt like Kobe would have been great in this, right? Because he had that, I think the ESPN show called Detail or something like that. Something he had. I forget what it's called at the moment. But he had something where he was breaking down film and talking about different things in the game. He had the documentary, Kobe Doing Work. I love that, breaking down how he sees things. And I'd love to get that from Michael Jordan's perspective. Is he going to keep it real? Is he going to tell us about why you need footwork in the post? Is he going to tell us how I would have handled this situation, how I would have attacked this coverage, you know, what I would be telling my players in the locker room moving forward? We'll see. And also, remember, it doesn't say that he's going to be an analyst. It doesn't absolutely tell us exactly what his role will be. It really just says that he will be some type of special contributor to their coverage. So we don't know exactly what that looks like, what it'll sound like, but we'll see. I'm personally excited. I would love to see things from Michael Jordan's perspective. I have an affinity for some of the greats of the game, whether it's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Magic Johnson, I feel like sometimes talks out of his behind a little bit. But then you get those sound bites from Magic that you're like, oh yeah, that's the real Magic right there, the competitive Magic. Happy, kumbaya, love everybody Magic. He's cool, I guess. He keeps everybody happy. But I like when Magic comes out and calls people out for nonsense. That's my favorite Magic. You don't really hear a lot from people like Bird. You know, I'd love to hear from these guys, right? And instead of, if you're a younger dude and you're sitting up there, whether you're in the NBA or you're just a guy listening to this, you're like, oh, all they do is hate. Listen, man, you listen to the people before you and you take it with a grain of salt. But if there's some truth in it, you need to do your due diligence and listen to them and see if you can improve yourself and your game, you know? Because a lot of the lessons you learn in sports can actually improve your life. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going down a different rabbit hole in this video. What do you think? Do you think this is really interesting? Do you think that Michael Jordan coming to NBC Sports is going to change how we look at the game a little bit? Right? Is it going to change some NBA coverage? Because when Mike talks, you have to listen. Right? This is not somebody speaking that's just me personally. When Mike talks, I listen. When Kobe talked, I listen. When certain people talk, I listen. Magic talks, Larry Bird talks, I'm listening. I'm all ears. As opposed to some of these guys talking nowadays who can barely, make a good sentence. I'm just being honest. I'm not listening to that as much. I'm listening. These guys knew what they were doing, right? They know how to explain themselves. That's what I'm looking and listening for. So, with that said, like I said, what do you think about this? Do you think it's going to change the game? Do you think, something different is going to happen because of this, where we're going to get different types of coverage? I don't know. Whatever you think, please put it in the comments. While you're doing that, please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get all of our videos. I'm trying to build something special here, a nice community. I appreciate your time. I'm very humble. Much love. That somehow you never get over leaving